Hi there. Well, I kept the clay in a Ziploc bag, and I'm really happy to share with you it is moist, which is what we want. It's time to make the puppy's ears. So what I did was I looked at the shape of his ear and made a line drawing of it. You could see his shape there. And I made a line drawing of it straight. And then I added curves. And this is what I got. And then I put it up to our model to make sure it was a good proportion. And I think it's going to turn out great. So for now, I'm going to trace this line drawing onto the clay as they've done for hundreds of years. And I will then wet the puppy's head to make sure that the dry clay has got some, let's call it slip, which is wet clay. So it'll stick to his head. So I'm gonna get these the approximate shape of the ear. Slippery, slippery. That's why they call it slip, right? And I don't want it too thick, but I don't want it too thin, because the secret of this is having an area where it's going to stick to his head, and it'll give the appearance that it's a floppy ear. It's behind the scenes, you could call it. So I'll take my inexpensive paintbrush, smooth it out as best I can. This is a fine paintbrush. It's going to give you a nice, fine, smooth clay. But as we mentioned before, you want it to look like fur, so you don't want it too smooth. You see what I'm doing there? Pressing, turning it over, and then take your shape. That's great. See how it fits. Now you take a pin, which I will get. And you will start marking it. Hope my hand isn't in the way. This is how they did it a long time ago. They did things on paper, and then they pushed chalk, powdered chalk through it, so all you would see was the outline. And here is our ear. Yeah, Looks like something was missed. No problem, I'll go back and find out. Oh, it's just right there. Right there. Then you very carefully, it's a good idea to wet your tool and make sure it's really sharp. Cut it out. Now remember, you can always reshape it when it's on the puppy. I'm going to take the paintbrush that's rough, so it gives the appearance of fur. Rough it up so it looks like fur. You see that? I'll bring this light closer. There it is. Okay, once again, we have to do the opposite ear, the left ear. So we got to turn our paper, turn it over so you won't have two right ears. Follow your pen marks. Remove it. Take it up gently. There's the marks. Wet your tool. Cut it off. I'm picking it up because it's wet and I don't want it to stick on the plastic. Take your smooth paintbrush, take care of the edges. That's a rough one. Turn it over, take the rough paintbrush so you can get some good fur. Push it. You can see one smaller than the other. All you gotta do is press it. Put them up to each other and press it some more, and you can see they're about the same. One's thicker than the other, so like what I can do is press the thicker one and use the other one as a template, and then just take the pen and mark where you're going to cut off a little bit more. Like that. Or you take your sharp tool . And this is going to be his ear. Oh my gosh, it's going to look like a doggy. look at that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna paint his body because I wanna make sure I can get paint underneath his ear so there's nothing missing. And then I will wet those ears and then apply them. There you go. He's all sanded. He's got texture so it looks like fur. So the next step is painting him. Thanks for watching.